Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to West Shy Talking About Podcast. I'm your girl, Shadria, and I got my boy, Rob Jizzle here.
What's good?
What's good, Rob? Thank you for coming out for me, man. I ain't telling no lie. Hey, well, listen, I can only call you Rob Jizzle on camera, okay? I can't, okay. But listen, I made today's topic is my first main topic because I just feel like we, the people, need to know that PTSD is real. And excuse me for saying it wrong, but listen, y'all know I'm tongue twisted or whatever. But listen, PTSD is so important. And I didn't know that PTSD was so real until I started getting out and start going to walking around to the doctors and start seeing all these, mental health people. And we overlook it. But that's our grandmama, that's our auntie, that's our cousin. That's somebody that means so much to us. So I just feel like some of us that not educated on this need to be educated on this. So Rod, what can you say? How can you, we're going to jump straight into it too, you guys. So how can you identify PTSD?
Well, first off, I'm going to say it like this. I deal with PTSD myself.
Really?
Yeah. When I was in Iraq, I was blew up in Iraq.
Blew up
I was blown up.
Blown up in the sky?
Yeah. No, I was talking about two bombs going off at the same time hitting that truck.
And you here today?
And I'm here today.
Amen, man, you blessed, for real, you super blessed.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Over in Iraq, man, it was, I'm gonna say when we first got there, man, we got hit by mortars damn near every day.
Man, I can't even imagine that.
Yeah, it was something serious, man. So,
and not to cut you off, man. Shout out to everybody that served this country. That fought for this country. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are brilliant. Y'all is everything. Army, Navy, anything that you into the government, man, that is y'all power. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
y'all is powerful,
man.
Shout
out to my brothers and sisters.
Real talk. But I'm sorry. Let's get back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man.
But y'all are amazing. You was amazing. You got blowed up and trying to serve this country.
Oh, man, it's something serious. You have to deal with it. Then you got to deal with being away from family. You know what I'm saying? Your wife, your kids, your close relatives. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot you have to deal with over there.
Right.
And that causes a lot of it too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yes.
Yeah.
So when you say PTSD, when you say a lot of it, meaning that called depression.
It causes depression. Yeah.
So is PTSD a part of depression?
Yeah.
Can we name that in the same category?
Of course, yeah. You can name, it's a part of depression, and then I think the one of the main things about PTSD is anger. It's anger.
So when you say anger, what triggered your anger when you have PTSD?
I don't know. For me, you know what I'm saying, it could be small stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff that didn't used to make you just go off, it makes you go off. But the way I deal with mine, I get so angry, I just shut down.
Okay.
I'm quiet. I'm a quiet type, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the type that'll go around tearing up stuff. No, I get quiet. I get to myself because it's so hard for me to come out of it. You know what I'm saying? I want to come out of it, out of the anger, but it's just, I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So it takes me a couple of hours. I have to lay down and go to sleep or go do something else to make me come out that anger. You know what I'm saying? So.
Wow. So do you think that this, and it might sound kind of crazy, but what do you do to get help with this PTSD?
Well, for me, I have to go see a psychiatrist at the VA. I go see mental health workers. I have my primary doctor, and I go talk to them about, you know what I'm saying, certain situations in my life, something that has happened. You know what I'm saying? They ask me about my triggers. They ask me, what are your triggers? It could be smell. It could be sights. It could be, you know what I'm saying, something that represents something.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying, that happened over there, and that's a trigger. You know what I'm saying? For instance, it could be something on the side of the road when I'm driving, in one lane and I switch to the other lane. You know what I'm saying? Because that trigger reminds me of a IED.
Yep.
You know what
I,
I'm saying?
I totally understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Wow. So PTSD come in it's all different kinds of PTSD.
Yeah.
From what it's inside and outside, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, you how can I identify? Because you can't identify because how you know what I'm saying is how can I identify a PTSD person, or how do I know that this person's suffering with depression?
I mean, some people show it like you would have never knew that I had known that I had PTSD if I hadn't told you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But some people you see, you might see people walking around talking to themselves. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what made me
Yeah,
say PTSD is real. Mental health is
yeah,
real.
it's mental. You know what I'm saying?
Mental,
Yeah,
right?
mental
And it's
health.
all type, and y'all gotta understand, it's all type of mental health patient.
Yeah.
PTSD is you say is
That's
all
the
different.
most. Yeah, that's the most. I'm not saying it's PTSD is different, but that's the most common mental health issue with service members now.
Okay.
And back then, you know what I'm saying, from the beginning of time, you know what I'm saying, it's been PTSD, but it wasn't diagnosed
No.
until, you know what I'm saying, like I think it's the Gulf War or something like that, maybe Vietnam War, something like that. It wasn't diagnosed until then, but before then, it was still PTSD, but they didn't have it diagnosed.
Okay, okay, got you. Okay, and so another thing about PTSD, do you think us as in the people, why do we as people not go to the doctor and see about these mental issues that's go on with us?
Well, I say in the community, it's embarrassment. Um, don't nobody want to be labeled as
Crazy.
crazy. Man, that dude, he crazy or she crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm
Right.
gonna tell you something though. If you don't get help, it's gonna get worse. You know what I'm saying? PTSD is not curable.
Wow.
It's not curable because you're gonna always have triggers. You're gonna always have these dreams. You're gonna always see this and you're gonna see that. So
It's not curable,
It's not.
but it's medicine
Yeah,
to
it's
help.
manageable. It's
It's
manageable.
manageable.
Yeah, it's manageable.
Okay. So, do you think the government is doing enough to help mental health people?
Well, I say for the veterans, yeah, they're doing. They have a lot of programs. You know what I'm saying? The veterans just got to be willing to get out there and get into
And get
programs,
into
yeah,
those
and get the
programs.
medication. But I'm gonna say this though, going from veterans to the community, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these kids, you wonder why they're so angry. You know what I'm saying? They angry. What's wrong with them? They so angry. They this and that. It's PTSD.
Yes, and that's exactly what I was gonna say. Um, Kids these days, cause I have a child that suffer with depression, and I'm not afraid to say that, but I suffer with depression. You know, I didn't think I wouldn't say that is PTSD. Is I'm in denial.
I'm not gonna say you're in denial, but 9 times out of 10, it's probably PTSD. Because you gotta understand this right here, man. Coming where we from, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shooting, it's a lot of killing, it's a lot of loved ones being lost. You know what I'm saying? And not just violence. You know what I'm saying? Cancer, sickness. You know what I'm saying? And we losing people on the regular. You know what I'm saying? And that will affect your mental. You know what I'm saying? PTSD just don't come from violence.
Wow.
It come from loss. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that goes on with PTSD.
Some that I didn't know.
Yeah,
You know, like, wow.
it's a lot comes with PTSD. You know what I'm saying?
That's why we have to get educated on this type of stuff.
Yeah, please do. Yeah.
Some stuff that I just didn't know.
But see, and another thing is too, man, y'all gotta look it up, learn about it, learn how to recognize it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people do not understand about PTSD.
Do you think PTSD is just in the black community?
No, PTSD is everywhere. It's everywhere, man. You'd be surprised. Yeah, it's everywhere. Yeah,
Okay.
but people don't know how to deal with PTSD though. You know what I'm
It-
saying? Some people just make the situation worse than what it is instead of recognize, okay, he got PTSD. Something's wrong with this guy. In actuality, something's real. They'd rather use a violent tactic, you know what I'm saying, to just say, I'll just give you for example. Um, Somebody's pissed off, you know what I'm saying, they don't know how to come out their anger or whatever. You gonna egg it on. Hey, what's wrong with this damn dude? This dude crazy, you know what I'm saying? But he going through something. He remembering something. Something triggered this. You know what I'm saying? Triggered it. You laughing and doing it. It's just egging it. You egging it on.
And that's another thing. We got to stop judging.
Yeah.
That's another thing in our community. We judge so much.
Yeah, and that'll make people not want to do nothing. You know
Exactly.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm crazy. Yeah, I'm going to continue to do it because you making fun of me.
Yeah.
So the more you say I'm crazy, the more I'm going to believe I'm crazy.
Yeah.
So, yes, I definitely would love to get more educated on PTSD and mental health. Like I said, I suffer with depression, but my depression is different. My depression is, I can be real. I can be real to my audience. My depression is my mom deceased, my brother in prison, childhood trauma, no family support. I suffer in silence and I cry alone.
Right.
And I continue to do stuff to make me happy.
And that's a sign. It's a sign of depression, but it's also, like I said, it's a sign of PTSD.
And it could be.
It is.
And like I said, I'm going to get help for it. I'm going to go talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Now, you say you see a psychiatrist.
I do.
And that's good. And you're not afraid to say that. And
Nope.
I'm not afraid to say that, hey, maybe I do have a problem. Maybe I do need to go see a psychiatrist. Maybe I do need to get on some medicine.
Yeah, because you know why though? But I'm going to say this because...
Don't be afraid is what I'm saying.
Yeah, don't be afraid to go get
Don't
help.
be in denial. To fight back. Fight back your PTSD.
Because guess what? You know what happens when you don't?
What?
It passes down generation to generation.
And that is exactly what I don't want with my kids.
Yeah. It's going to trickle down generation to generation.
And that's and I just feel like I said, it's a great topic to talk about. We got to stop judging. We got to go get help. We got to go see a doctor. Whatever that we got to do, we got to go do it. Because like I said, I continue to keep trying to scribe with the phrase scribe, but scribe to face that, like, okay, I'm not alone. I got this. Okay, I'm gonna push through. But deep down inside, I'm really hurting. But I handled it so good.
How you know you handle it good?
I think I handled it good.
Well, do your outward appearance show that you're handling it good?
But like you said, it do. I wear it well.
But do you get tired of wearing it well?
I do.
You see what I'm saying?
And that's when I go in my room and I cry. I close my eyes and I know and I ask the Lord to help me,
I understand that.
to whatever I'm feeling, let it go away.
And then after you do all that, you need to get your tail up.
And I fight back.
And walk through the door of a doctor's office and get some extra
And
help.
now I might do after this section. I might do.
You need to go get that help, man. For real.
But to my audience, and what can you say to the people that's watching on how to get help? What would you tell the next brother that might call you up later on and say, hey, bro, can I talk to you? The things that you said on Shot Podcast, that's me, I'm that brother that suffer in silence, and I'm that sister that suffer in silence. What would you say about depression to the next person to get help?
What I would say about depression, man, if you know you got depression and you've been depressed, or you know you have PTSD, or you don't know you have PTSD, you might think you might have PTSD. the first thing I would say is go see somebody about it. Go if you don't have a primary doctor, man, use Medicaid. Do whatever you got to do
Everything you gotta
to
do.
go and see somebody. Psychiatrist, man, don't be ashamed. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be a stigma against you. You know what I'm saying? Self healing is what you want.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If you sick, your body gonna be sick. You know what I'm saying? You don't want your body to be sick. You want your mental to be good. You want your body to be good and healthy too also. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. You know what I'm saying? Your mental's bad, your body's gonna be bad, your health is gonna be bad. Man, you don't want that. So please get out and go see a doctor, you know what I'm saying? Reach out to somebody that you know that's going to see a psychiatrist or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Vets, you know, you already know where to go. VA, hit them up, you know what I'm saying? Let them know what the deal is, get you going, get your appointments going. Do it, please.
Right, so after this section, I'm going to call somebody up, and I'm going to try to see what's going on so I can get some help going on, okay?
Yeah. I mean,
because like I
and
said,
like for the spouses too. For the spouses,
Mm-hmm.
the wife, the husbands, you know what I'm saying? If you don't understand what PTSD is, get some info, man. Google PTSD and see, you know what I'm saying? If this is what my husband doing, you know what I'm saying? Get the symptoms. If this is your husband or your wife is doing, get them help. Go with them. Learn about PTSD while they're getting treated for PTSD.
I know, not to cut you off, I know a lot of people that won't get help.
Why though? Why?
I know a lot of people like don't want to get help.
That's
It's a
crazy.
girl walking around downtown Belgium right now. Don't want help.
Hey, I mean,
You got to want help.
yeah, you gotta want it. You
You got to want it.
That's what somebody on drugs that want to get off. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? You
you
can't
gotta
get them on
want it.
drugs. You gotta want to get off drugs.
You got to want to get
You
out.
gotta want to stop smoking weed. You gotta want to stop smoking cigarettes. You know what I'm saying?
Weed.
Yeah.
What?
Hey, it is what it is. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, shout out to Bob Marley.
Hey, it is what it is, man. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying?
But I definitely appreciate you for coming out
Yeah, for sure.
to talk about mental health, talk about depression. For anyone that want to call up and talk about mental health and talk about depression, you always can call me at 205-503-9586, or you can always email me, shadriag84@gmail.com. I have a link below, so you can always text me, call me, inbox me. I'm always willing to talk. That's what I'm here for. What y'all talking about? So, listen, like I said, I thank you all. You can always hit me up, talk about it, let's talk about it, let's talk about it, let's talk about it. Oh.
And another thing, you got questions, man, too. If you got questions, you got topics you want her to talk about.
Anything you want to do, talk about it. You got some important information that you want to talk about.
Situations.
You got situationships you want to talk about. You got some divorces that you want to talk about. You got some side pieces information you want to talk about. Call me, inbox me, Gmail me. Hey, do it all. I'm a call away. Thank you.